So this is time trial number 2 with Michael Klim. We're doing 50 and 100 freestyle today. Okay. Good morning. Michael Klim is a former world record holder, world champion, and multiple Olympic gold medalist for Australia. And after a couple of weeks of training by myself here in Bali, I found out that he was actually training a group of people here. So I trained with him for 2 weeks, but now sadly he has to leave, but only because he's being accepted or admitted into the Hall of Fame of our sport in Florida. So he's leaving today, this afternoon. And just before he left, he asked me, hey, after the work we've put in, do you want to do a time trial so we can see where we're at? And I said, of course, let's do it.
Long stroke, but aggressive. Every breakout, the last 2 kicks. Okay, 2 minutes on the blocks. Start his hand. Take him out. Put. Number 9. Put. Put. Good thing 1, 25 flat. Cut! 52, 55. You open your breathing out. Yeah. You could feel it even coming to that last turn, that last little kind of like you lost momentum, so you felt like you need to do another kick.
Totally.
Yeah.
I felt like from the very beginning.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
It's alright. Yeah, I think we can work on that when we work on that overspeed thing, just coming off each, not just from the start, but each wall should be giving you a slingshot, you know, and at the moment it's not really happening. Kind of just picking up where you left off, where you should be almost starting again. That's alright, man.
Yeah, it's alright. I feel like my mind and body just weren't really connected.
Yeah.
A little off.
So I would do, well, yeah, sit down, you know, 10 minutes, and we'll get into the 50. So just put that one behind you now, and then we'll just focus and see if you can go, because you're out and quite flat. So let's see if we can go 23. Go, come on. Take the mark. Hut. You look really good going out.
Did I start slipping, you think?
At the end, yeah, just like you didn't kind of use the same kind of, you didn't sort of have that same momentum off that wall like you had at the start.
I feel like, I mean, what is it? It's been 6 weeks since I started training.
Yeah.
After a 6-month break.
Not bad.
I think I'm in a good spot.
Yeah. Well done. It's been good working with you.
You as well.
It's
been a pleasure. Like you did in your career, you know what I dream of doing.
Yeah.
You know, in a sort of way.
Yeah.
You got to compete in Perth in '98, and then
Yeah.
so you know that feeling
Yeah.
that I'm kind of chasing.
Yeah.
For like the impact that I want to make. And I remember watching like your '98 swim 2-3.
Yeah.
Like you look so serious for that race, and like I just wanted to know like what was your attitude like going into those championships or like training in that period?
It was interesting because I had a huge disappointment in '96.
Yeah.
People don't really realise that I was ranked #1 in the world going into Atlanta, and I thought, oh yeah, I'll just go to Atlanta and almost pick up the gold medal. I was the youngest and up and comer, and you know, but I got overwhelmed by the situation. You know? That was way too much for me, and I didn't want to feel like that again. You know, that feeling actually scared me. How I felt behind the blocks in '96. So I embarked on racing like as much as I could, and I started being more innovative. I went from bent arm to straight arm in like 3 months. Started really working on, I started looking what other people were doing. So they weren't doing underwater at the time, so I developed more underwater. So yeah, I think for me, with Perth, it wasn't really about being in Perth, but I knew that I could have done better. So, and Perth, the pressure was going to be, you know, for me anyway, in front of the home crowd was going to be even higher. So I think if anything, I over-prepared. You know, I felt that I over-prepared probably for the lack of my mental strength that I had at that early age. So yeah, I definitely wasn't mentally tough enough in Atlanta, but I was bloody tough 13 months later. It's about that perseverance, one day at a time, you know, taking positive things out of, you know, you've got to learn something out of what you just did in those, you know, the 100 and the 50. You know, I think it's about learning about yourself, learning about the others. So I started being really analytical within my own swimming and analytical about the sport. So building knowledge, and so and I think I only had a one-track mind. So there wasn't really like, even if I swam like shit, I still was standing up on the blocks attempting to break the world record at a heats of a local swimming league. You know, like that's how I wanted to think, because that's how I was going to be thinking at the, you know, when it counted in Perth and then Sydney or whatever. So I think it was. I think the more you can race, the more automatic this whole process will become. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if in 8 months' time you come and visit and you go 49 on it. You know, just dry stuff. Yeah. So and there's no limits that way. You know, but experiment. I think I was experimenting so much, and I was glad that I had a coach who was really open-minded. So if I don't know your coach in Brazil, but you know, we were obviously started swimming with straight arm, dolphin kick finish. You know, we were experimenting with suits and the tightness and everything. You know, dry starts, saunas, you know, illegal stimulants, everything.
You got to try.
Yeah, got to try everything because everyone's different. You know, like I initially my problem is I wanted to be Alex Popper, and I want Alex Popper. Yes. You know, it's only one Alex Popper, so I had to create my own, you know, identity as an athlete. So, and you can do the same thing. You know, I think you're smart, you're driven, you know, you're dedicated. So I think it's and just finding whatever it is that, you know, gives you that edge. We'll stay in touch.
Finished that first session with Michael. Swimming the 50 and the 100 in front of him was was surreal, to be honest. I definitely got way too excited on that 100 free. I breathed on pretty much every stroke. I had a plan going in of how I wanted to swim it, and it kind of all went out the window as soon as I dove in. I don't know what happened, but I couldn't control the excitement there. But he was super helpful and gave good advice. I thought the times today were good, and I think we can do pretty good tomorrow. So yeah, much love. Thank you guys for watching the first day. Let's get on to the second one. Peace. Let's go day 2. 100 back.
Take your mark. Up.
Oh. 57.75.
That's good?
Yeah?
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Not as bad as I thought I would.
You want it to do better? It's a good one.
It's good.
That's really good.
Take your mark. Yep.
Ooh, that's good. Yeah. That's good.
You open your mouth under the water?
I do. Why? Sometimes I don't know. I didn't even notice. All right, you guys. There we have it. That was time trial number 2 on our journey to Pan Am's 2023 to represent my country. Improvements, absolutely. We're getting better. Not only physically stronger, but I'm also moving better in the water. I feel better, but most importantly, I'm more confident. You know, mentally, I feel like I can do this, you know, and that is in part thanks to staying consistent and being able to train every day and conquer my mind. And part of that as well is the help of Michael Klim, you know, having him right there with me, coaching me, mentoring me, means the world, and it was awesome, and it helped me go this fast this weekend. So I'm so pumped for the time to come. The next time you guys will see me, I'm gonna be moving to Brazil. See you then.